What's up, guys? Coach D here at Knowledge Boxing. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're watching this video, more than likely you've come into the gym. We appreciate you having you. We're going to do our best to teach you the sport of boxing the best way we know how. And the main purpose we want you to look at this gym is to see how we wrap hands here at Knowledge Boxing. There's a bunch of different ways that you can wrap hands. Probably about 100 different ways. Every way is correct as long as your hands don't hurt. For right now, we're just going to show you our way. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so when you get a brand new set of wraps, they're going to be in a roll. Some are semi-elastic. These are custom-made semi-elastic wraps. You get some that's not semi-elastic, they're just regular cotton. That's all personal preference. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our wrap unrolled. And you're going to start with the loop around the thumb. And then you're going to come across the back of the hand. Don't come across the palm, come across the back of the hand. So before you wrap your hands, you have to make sure you keep your fingers spread nice and wide, because what happens if your fingers are together when you wrap your hands, when you go to make a fist inside your glove, it's going to end up cutting off your circulation. So you want your fingers spread nice and wide, just like Talik has them right here. And you also want to make sure that your hand is flat with your wrist. If you wrap your hands up and your wrist is tilted slightly down, when you go to punch your bag or punch your opponent, then more than likely your wrist is going to contort down, it's going to hurt. And same thing if your wrist is slightly up, when you go to punch your opponent, punch the bag, it's going to end up pulling back, and that's going to also hurt. So we're going to start. We start our wraps with 3 wraps around the wrists, which are consecutive. 1, 2, 3. So now what we're going to do, we're going to hit our thumb. We're going to wrap around the thumb 3 times, but your thumb wraps are not consecutive. And the reason you need your thumb wrap is because inside the glove, if you happen to throw a punch and you catch somebody's shoulder and your thumb gets caught, the wraps helps your thumb from getting pushed back and getting injured. So we're going to start outside thumb. We're going to wrap all the way around. And then we're going to come up to your pinky knuckle. Spread your fingers nice and wide for me. There you go. So this part will move around underneath the wrap, so we're going to lock it in place with a single X. It's one side of the X. And that's the other side of the X. So now we've hit the wrist 3 times. We went the first time around the thumb, and we locked that in place with an X. So now we're going to hit our thumb for the second time. You're going to come across your palm. You're going to come to the inside thumb. This time you're going to wrap out. And you want to have your wrap nice and snug, but not too tight. So you come across the palm of your hand, back up to your pinky knuckle. Once you go around your thumb for the second time, now you want to wrap around your knuckles twice. So many people think that the purpose of the wraps is to protect the knuckles. It helps protect the knuckles, but really it's to protect your metacarpal bones that runs down in the back of your hands, because what happens is when you start punching really hard with the proper technique, those bones will bend and they'll break if they don't have the proper support, which is why you should never hit a heavy bag without having your hands properly wrapped. So I hit the thumb for the second time. I went twice around my knuckles. So this is our third and final time for the thumb. Outside, again, make it a little bit snug. Then you bring your wrap back down to your outside wrist. And so now what we're going to do is all X's across the back of his hand. That's going to give his metacarpal bones good support. So we're going to come across his wrist to his inside wrist. And this is the process to make an X. Pinky knuckle, across his palm to his index finger knuckle. Across the back of his hand to his outside wrist. Across the base of his wrist to his inside wrist. And so that's 1 X. And now you're going to repeat that process. Pinky knuckle, and when I do my next one, I'm going to bring it a little bit level down to give it like a good herringbone pattern. That's going to give him good support. Index finger knuckle, outside wrist, inside wrist. Pinky knuckle, index finger knuckle, outside wrist, inside wrist. Pinky knuckle, outside index finger knuckle, outside wrist, inside wrist. Pinky knuckle, index finger knuckle, outside wrist. And you see when I get to this point, I don't have enough wrap left to make another X. So I'm just going to finish around the wrist. So I just come here, make it nice and snug, let the Velcro connect. Good to go. Make a fist, Talik. How's it feel?
Nice.
And so this wrap is going to give him good hard support, and it's going to make his punches that much harder. So that way when he hits somebody, you get some good knockouts. Whenever you want to wrap, the process to wrap your left hand and right hand is exactly the same. We thank you for watching this video, and we hope to see you in the gym soon. Thanks for watching.